All right, testing, or that we had on Friday. Testing. All right, testing. All right, I can be heard now. Well, I just did another test on my mic, and it looks like this mic is just trash. So I'm going to have to get another one. So I'm just going off the mic that's on the camera. Anybody, welcome. Anyway, welcome to Swahili Sunday. Things don't last forever. I actually have had this microphone probably, I want to say 10 years. 10 years? Have I had this thing 10 years? I think I've had this mic 10 years, and it's, I think it's finally seen its last days. So unfortunately. All right. Well, welcome to Swahili Sunday. Happy to be here to share some things with you. Wanted to share that on Fair Trade Friday was sharing about matching sets. This actual black and white necklace seems to be a very popular one. I've got one showing in stock and 50 more on the way. So I'm going to open this up to be able to be ordered while it's out of stock, because I should get stock of those in mid-May. And there is a discount, 15% off. I think that's what I did, 15% off until midnight tonight. So you can still take advantage of that. All right, give you a little update on Kenya. Let's talk about the Swahili word of the day, which is where it's a phrase, actually. It's a kukumbatia mapambano, which means embrace the struggle. And embrace the struggle. Why did I choose that? Well, I'm working on planning my trip to Kenya, but still can't go. And there's a lot of struggle going on with our ladies. We found out 2 of them were very sick. And they don't really have, in Kipsongo slum where they live, there's not COVID testing. It's not as prevalent as it is here in the US. So Dorcas, our leader, and Patricia, who this necklace is named after, were both very sick. Dorcas had pneumonia, and she lost her sense of taste and smell. So that's a sure sign that she actually had COVID. And Patricia collapsed, but they're both recovered, thankfully, and they're doing better. But that means that COVID has made its way to the Kipsongo slum where the ladies live. And if you believe in prayer, I'd ask you to just lift up some prayer that it just doesn't wreak havoc there. Really concerned, really concerned and sad for the ladies and their families. And of course, we had our lady Joan, who passed away, and we don't know if that was COVID or not. I mean, she had headaches, but I don't know that she had any chest problems. But I'm hopeful. I have faith. Imani, that was our word last week. I'll put that up again. Faith, Imani in Swahili means faith. So we're having faith that things will get better. Now, we are still raising money for food packs because I'll tell you about the situation there, which makes it just really a challenge there for them to earn income because everything's kind of shut down. The Kenya Railways, back in January, they owned a plot of land in Kitale, which is the city where the slum is. And they decided for whatever reason, that they wanted to take the land back. So they demolished about 100 businesses. So that from what I gather, from what I've read, it's sort of like an eminent domain thing. Hey, you have until whatever time to get out. We're taking this land back. So the businesses were displaced. I'm sure dozens and dozens of people are out of work. So that's even more of a struggle. So there's less work there because all those businesses were demolished. And you can actually see a video of it. I'll share a video to this, the story that talks about what happened there. So that makes things difficult in Kitale, but also some of the larger counties like Nairobi, in and out of, there's no transportation. It's really hard to get things in and out of there. Nobody can travel in and out. It's a bit of a challenge. So I thought, well, I know somebody who's gone there and was able to get to Katali, but they're having to basically stay indoors because it's not really safe. It's not really safe to go around, and not necessarily unsafe. I think it's more unsafe from, we were talking yesterday, Layla and I, for the people there. So if I were to go there and work with the ladies and people see me work there, then they would think that the people that I'm with have resources that they can then steal from. So it would put them in danger. So I was looking on I always like to look at the State Department website and see okay, let's look at what the travel restrictions are in Kenya. I know COVID, you have to have a test. I'm getting my second shot on the 30th. I chose to get the shot because I want to travel to Kenya, and the 30th of April. And so I want, because they're going to make that a requirement for international travel. When I say they, that means the airlines. I've done a little research on that, and that's the direction that the airlines is going. And I'm not going to have anything stop me from traveling to Kenya when I can. Right now, it's not really safe for me to go. I looked at the State Department website, and this is the State Department website, and they have four travel advisory levels. If you've ever traveled internationally and looked at the State Department website, you probably know about that. And I always talk about it and think like a negotiator, the importance of preparing in advance. So you want to, when you're making a plan to do anything, whether it's negotiation or go on a trip or whatever you're going to do, you want to take the time to prepare in advance. That way you're informed, you have all the knowledge of where you're going or what you're doing, and you're prepared should anything kind of go awry. So first thing I did was look at the State Department website, and I also Googled COVID Kenya to see what the situation was in Kenya. Okay, great. So State Department website has 4 travel advisory levels. The first one is to exercise normal precautions. Okay, great. The second one is to exercise increased caution. The third is to reconsider travel. And the fourth is do not travel. And it's level 4 for Kenya. I'll show that. That red right there is the travel advisory for Kenya. It is level 4. And it says, do not travel to Kenya due to COVID-19. Okay, that we know about that. But then it also says exercise increased caution in Kenya due to crime, terrorism, health issues, and kidnapping. Some areas have increased risk. And it goes on to say, don't travel to the Kenya-Somalia border and some coastal areas due to terrorism, areas of the Turkana County due to crime, reconsider travel to Nairobi neighborhoods of Eastleigh and Kibera at all times due to crime and kidnapping. Be especially careful when traveling after dark anywhere in Kenya due to crime. Violent crimes such as armed carjacking, mugging, home invasion, and kidnapping can occur at any time. Local police are willing, but often lack the capability to respond effectively. So basically, it's a warning that, hey, it's not really safe there. So, okay, there's my first level of information. So then I talked to my people in Kenya, and yeah, it's not safe, especially me as a woman and as a Mzungu going. There seems to be a belief in Kenya that anybody from America is wealthy and just has money growing on trees. So that would put me at risk of getting attacked or whatever, and then that would put anybody with me at risk. So for the time being, I'm staying put. In the middle of May, the president of Kenya is going to make a decision about opening things up. I kind of think that when things open up a little bit more, it'll probably be a little bit safer for me to go. I mean, I was in the military. I've been to places that are considered do not travel for tourists, obviously, or for anybody who's not traveling on military duty. So I know what is, what that's like, what that means, what that has to do with. Yeah. Oh, hey, Tim, what's going on? Yeah, Tish, I'm staying home for the time being. but I'm watching it close. I mean, I think once things open back up and more tourism, so Kenya's #2 source of revenue from outside, from foreign money, is tourism, and they've taken about a $1 billion hit in tourism. There's wonderful things to see in Kenya. I'm going to do a Kenya Fun Facts Swahili Sunday and blog post in the future. One of the most beautiful places to visit is the Masai Mara, where there's all kinds of wildlife just wandering free, and it's just a beautiful sight to see them in their natural habitat. They're just roaming around. We saw lions when I went. We saw lions, leopard, tigers, cheetahs, giraffe, zebra, the different types of gazelles. We saw water buffalo and hyenas, and I'm thinking of all the different animals we saw, and it was elephants. It was just beautiful. It's a beautiful place. There's wonderful places to stay there, and the food is great. I mean, the fruit and vegetables in Kenya are so fresh compared to what we get here, unless it's grown on a farm. It's like farm to table kind of thing. But I remember just taking a bite of a banana and an orange and a watermelon, and it was just so rich with flavor. They had this rich red dirt there that probably contributes to the flavor, and then none of it's GMO'd, so there's nothing grown like that. So it's all grown naturally, and it's very, very good. And then the coast of Mombasa, and I haven't been to Lamu or some of the other coastal towns, but it's beautiful along there. There's wonderful places to go visit. There's history to see. So tourism in Kenya is a wonderful thing. There's so much to see. Nairobi is larger than the city of Los Angeles, California, and by about 500,000 people. Oh, Meow Mix is here. We have my supervisor who's here to say hi, as usual. So, those are some things that have taken a big hit in Kenya, and along with any other industry, like the beads that our ladies, I think I've said it before, some of the ones that are able would just walk along the street holding beads to sell, but it's not like it was, because everything's still shut down. The schools have shut back down. There's no in-person schools right now, and the kids are out on break anyway. And we have a couple of street kids that the foundation sponsors, and we also have who pass away. We're going to help take care of her children too. There's one child, Dixon, that we got a uniform for. We're going to make sure that he's able to stay in school, and we're going to make sure that they still get food packs. So that's something else. If you would like to donate, we are still doing the food packs, basketsandbeadskenya.org. Everything goes to help them. Food, we're going to get some shoes for the kids, because the last time we took food packs and some of the kids came, they have shoes, but they all have holes in them. So we're going to get them some Crocs. They have some little Croc style shoes there. I don't know if it's the Croc brand, but it's just what it's called. So we're going to get some shoes and maybe some jackets for the kids or something like that, because it's cold there now. It's the rainy season. It's the winter season there, and it's cold. And especially with COVID kind of making it into Kipsongo, we want to make sure that they're all cared for. So if you're inclined to donate, we're inclined to be very appreciative of that. basketsandbeadskenya.org. It is a nonprofit, that our nonprofit side of the house. Again, if you want to go shopping, by the way, Mother's Day is coming here in the US. We are just a few weeks away from Mother's Day, and this is a great place to get a Mother's Day gift, basketsandbeadskenya.com. Now through midnight tonight, you get 15% off. It's automatically taken at checkout. Love for you to go and check out the website. Just added some new, I didn't realize that I hadn't added them, the mini clutch in black, and I'm going to be getting some in red and orange, and what other color did I ask for? I forget, but mini clutches are very popular. And there's also gift cards. So if you want to get a gift card, that's a great thing too. Back to embracing the struggle. There are some schools of thought that say, hey, you're not supposed to share the tragedy side of the people that you're helping. And I've had people berate me for showing different photos and showing the struggle. And I guess that's that's taboo in some circles. I'm not using it to market. I'm just using it to show what the actual situation is for the people that we're serving. And the whole goal is to get them out of poverty, to get them out of that struggle that they are in. And it's like, if you can't talk about the struggle that they're in, how can you inform people that they are struggling, and that the making of the beads is helping them through the struggle? I'm placing a small order. Like I said, I'm ordering 50 of these, and I'm ordering some other necklaces and some headbands and earrings from them, and looking to what else I can order to give them a fairly okay size order, that so they can earn some income, because they're not able to earn anything there. And the fact that I have not been to Kenya in over a year, it's just my heart is sad, but I have to remain safe, and I have to make sure that the people that I work with there are safe. I don't want to put them in danger by my showing up and having that be some kind of thought process that, oh, well, you're with that Mzungu, so that means that you're wealthy too, so we're going to come and attack you, kind of thing. And I don't want that to happen to anybody over there that I'm working with. So for the time being, I'm just staying put and praying that our online sales continue, and that people continue to provide donations, so we can continue that support until the country does open up and things start to recover for them. And things are starting to recover a little bit here. People are shopping and buying from the website and from the space in Fairtrade Long Beach. If you're local to Long Beach, California, go visit Fairtrade Long Beach. This is so funny. Meow Mix is just like right here beside me. This cat, she's supervising, making sure that I'm broadcasting appropriately. Anyway, so yeah, visit and check out Fairtrade Long Beach if you are local to Long Beach, 4105 North Bellflower. There's over 20, we have, I think, 25 partners there that all provide fair trade products. So you can shop the Kenya space, obviously Baskets of Beads, but you can also shop the other people there. There's local and global. So there are handmade things. There are things like soaps and body care that are all made by local artisans there in the Long Beach area. There are things from India and from Ecuador and from obviously Kenya and Mexico and other countries. We have in Fairtrade Long Beach, we have a middle school group from Compton that has their little space there, and they are learning how to be entrepreneurs. So if you're local, go support that. If not, visit us online at basketsmeetskenya.com. Join me on Facebook every Friday at 6 p.m. for Fairtrade Friday live shopping, where I'm always having discounts and sharing some products and what different things that I have. This past weekend, we shared matching sets, and I'll show one of those because I still have all the product here. I haven't taken it back to the warehouse. So, this necklace actually has a bracelet that goes with it. It's black and white. So you can get that. Fashion-wise, matching sets are back in fashion. And I found that on whowhatwear.com, and also InStyle was talking about it. And InStyle was talking about that this size, these kind of bracelets, these wide kind of cuffs type bracelets are back in style as well. So, but the whole thing is about, hey, we get to be in style again. So go check that out at basketsofbeadskenya.com. All right, that's about it for today. I wanted to share about, I was hoping to get to go. I'm not sure if I'll go in June. That's my desire to go. If I can't go in June, I probably won't be able to go until much later in the year because of things that I have going on during the summer. And I'm hoping and praying that I'll get to go, because I really want to see the ladies, and I'm praying that COVID does not wreak havoc, since it's made its way into the Kipsongo slum. We're really sad to hear that, but we're happy that Dorcas and Patricia have recovered from it. And even though there was no COVID test, that telltale sign of losing your sense of smell and taste, it happened for both of them. So you can pretty much, and then they had the symptoms, the lung symptoms, like they were diagnosed with, or at least Dorcas was diagnosed with pneumonia, but pretty sure it was COVID. But they have recovered and are feeling better, and we're grateful for that, and we're hoping that the rest of our ladies will be okay. One final time, if you want to donate to help any of our ladies, to help the kids we have a couple of street kids that were sponsored by somebody, and the sponsor has not gotten back to me, so I don't know if he's going to continue sponsoring them. So we have faith, Imani, we have faith that they're going to be provided for, because otherwise they would be on the street. So basketsandbeadskenya.org for that. All right, everybody, I hope you all have a great day, and embrace the struggle. Kukumbatia mapambano. Embrace the struggle. We all have struggles going on in our life. COVID's caused a lot of people here, even in the US, a lot of struggles. And even if you have a job and you've been employed the whole time, just the whole being stuck inside and the whole changes that happen to our lives, not being able to go on, not being able to gather, not being able to do things. I don't know about you, but that's been kind of a struggle for me, and it's made me a little bit sad because I live alone. My son's staying with me for a little bit, but I live alone. So during COVID, I had nobody to talk to other than on Zoom. Oh, and real quick, I just heard I guess there was some study. I heard it on the news. I did not I didn't go Google it, so I don't know what the whole details are, but it's saying that everybody's got Zoom exhaustion, and for the study showed that for women more than men, it's something that has worn people out. So I think that we're all tired of this. It's okay. It's going to continue, but we want to get back together and get back to normal and to see each other again. So for anybody who's local, I look forward to seeing you soon. Join me next Friday for Fair Trade Friday live shopping. I'll be highlighting a product, and I will be offering a discount, and there will be prizes. So come and join us. And until next week, Nakupenda.